Joining us tonight to speak on those Bearcats is J.T. Smith, the editor-in-chief of the Front Office News, which delivers all the UC news that you could want. J.T., Bearcats sit at number 3 highest ranking in school history, as I mentioned. I'm not even sure the Bearcats have played a complete game yet. What do you want to see from this team with now 7 teams left on the schedule?
Honestly, just to play a complete game, and just what they did on Friday, you beat a team 52-3. And you don't play a complete game, honestly. That's crazy just to think about it. Now they're number 3 in the nation.
What do you want to see more from the defense, the offense? I would think that Desmond Ridder has done just about everything you can ask of him. He's definitely in that Heisman race. Anything in particular you want to see out of this team now that they're firmly into conference play? Honestly,
just faster starts on offense. That's the main thing. I feel like the defense has played pretty complete. They had 6 sacks on Friday. You probably want to get more sacks, but I feel like Myjai Sanders, causes so much havoc that they normally get, turnovers and, fumble recovers because of his presence out there. But I would say just the offense starting a little bit faster and getting the running game going a little bit sooner and starting bigger games. But besides that, it's not really much you really can nitpick except maybe special teams, slightly.
6 sacks, and the man wants to see more. Now, that sounds like a real man that is really striving for excellence. All right, let's spin it forward now. Oklahoma and Ohio State sit right behind UC at 4 and 5. Oklahoma with that big win over Texas in the Red River rivalry. Ohio State now has back-to-back wins over some of the lower class in the Big Ten. The money question now, if UC goes undefeated, do you think they can hold off those brand-name Blue Bloods?
That's going to be tough. I feel like the Bearcats have to win like they won on Friday consistently so they have a chance to hold those guys off because the Big Ten is stacked. So Ohio State, if they keep winning, they're going to be right there no matter if the Bearcat fans like it or not. Oklahoma, they've been winning by the hair on their chinny chin chin every week. I don't know how Texas blew that game. I'm still kind of ticked off as a Bearcat person that covers them and a fan. But, I watched a lot of Oklahoma games because you really have to because, the Bearcats are ranked so high. And, they beat West Virginia. And, I feel like West Virginia hand-delivered that game to them. So Oklahoma can be beaten, but they just keep escaping. So hopefully they'll lose 1 or 2, and the Bearcats won't have to worry about them. And it'll just be like a Big Ten team. And then, Bama losing, and they're only 5 now, so they're still going to be hovering around. Maybe them and Georgia can knock themselves out and just make it a free-for-all, and then Bearcats get a number 1 seed.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on Alabama, too, because those voters really like to see the Tide in the playoff each and every year. I'm thinking Georgia's got a pretty secure spot, either Georgia or Alabama, whoever wins that SEC title game, and maybe the loser of it as well. We'll see who comes out of the Big 12 and the Big 10 as well, but I would think those spots are really shrinking as far as that 4-team playoff. All right, let's spin it forward to 2022 now. The question that, of course, that maybe not here locally we want to have answered, but nationally it's a big hot-button topic. Where is Luke Fickell coaching in 2022?
Okay, I'm just not putting any money that's significant on this, but if I was a betting person, I would say he would be a Bearcat. I just feel like it's a lot of big-name jobs out there. I'm not going to discredit anything. Like USC is a heck of a job. But I just don't see Fickell as just like this California guy. I could be wrong.
What's wrong with California? What's wrong with California?
California is great, but I just don't see. I love visiting, but I just don't see Fickell as just going to California. I just don't know why. I just have just being there on a consistent basis. I just don't see USC as the one that'll be able to grab him. But I feel like he'll be a Bearcat. I feel like it's all about the wife. Amy. I feel like she loves it here. And the Bearcats will be able to kind of tug that. And then you got the Big 12 coming. So I feel like that's a big caveat that holds a lot of weight that could keep, Luke Fickell here longer than people expect.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Not only do I not think that Luke is drawn to the Southern California lifestyle. Again, nothing wrong with that at all. But I think his former boss and Mike Bone being out there, I don't know if those two necessarily want to get the band back together, so to speak, and run it back at USC. But it will be interesting to see if any of those other big-name opportunities open up, namely a Notre Dame and Ohio State. But I think Luke is very happy here with what he has with the Bearcats. All right, I want to thank J.T. Smith for joining us here tonight on the show. You can check him out on the Front Office News and, of course, on Twitter, anywhere that you want to be online. JT, thank you for joining us tonight on the show.
No problem. Thanks for having me.